I'm not gonna lie. I fucking enjoyed this film. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Think About It Reviews. And yes, I gotta say, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, I really freaking enjoyed it. And I don't really like the Mission Impossible films, but I really enjoyed Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. But Mission Impossible Rogue Nation is up there with enjoyment. This has to be one of my most favorite films of the year. I really enjoyed this film. I really thought it was really great. A little bit long, but I'll forgive it. Now, this film is directed by Christopher McQuarrie, starring Tom Cruise, Jeremy Renner, Ving Rhames, all the good stuff. So what you need to know about this film is basically something happens to Tom Cruise's character, Ethan Hawke, in the beginning of the film where something is stolen from him. He's being convicted. IMF is basically, they're donezo. They're donezo. They're looking for Tom Cruise. Ethan, his name's Ethan. I'm just going to say Tom Cruise. Looking for Tom Cruise, basically. And the CIA or the government, he's basically he's rogue. He's wanted. He's a wanted man. So they're trying to his old crew. They're making sure that they're not helping him out. So basically, he's trying to go after the guy who stole his little, I think it was a gas thing or whatever. Go after this guy named Lane, and Lane is part of a syndicate, and like a syndicate that's not even supposed to exist. That's pretty much a terrorist organization, and even the U.S. government and stuff, like, they don't even know it exists. Like, they think it's like, what, this is just a myth. There's no way these two type of terrorists exist in the world. But of course, Tom Cruise knows they do, Ethan. So he has to stop them, and then he meets a double agent along the way, whose name is Rebecca Ferguson as Lisa Foss. And Rebecca was really good in this film, I gotta say. The Lisa character, the double agent character, very good. Now this film, oh my god, let's talk, guys. Let's talk. First of all, Tom Cruise, you either like him or you don't. I tolerate him. I liked him in Edge of Tomorrow, but I don't think he's like the greatest guy in the world, the actor in the world. Really no range. He does his Tom Cruise stuff. But, for these films, he works. He works as these films. He's so small, but he kicks a lot of ass. You got to give him for doing his own stunts. The stunt work in this film, like I said in Mad Max, how, they give you a lot of love for that film. They give you a lot of love in this film. There is some CGI moments, but the action sequences, the action set pieces in this film are very entertaining. They're really well done. They made me go ooh ah ooh ah. If you make me go ooh ah ah, then you got me sold. That's what I want in an action sequence. It makes me just my jaw go That's what I want to see in action sequence. So these action set pieces were really great. You see the trailer ones. The one, I didn't see the airplane one. I did not see the airplane one. For my version didn't have the airplane for some reason. So let me know if that. But there is an action set piece where he has to go pretty much underwater. You see him jump into that kind of like the little. It's like a little, like he's going into like it's just a bunch of water and he's going into it. You see it in a trailer. That was a pretty good set piece. A little bit CGI there. The car sequences, you see that in the trailer as well with him and Simon Pegg. Really great. The fight sequences were really great. The hand-to-hand combat. There's one scene that has to do with the opera, which I really loved. I thought that was well just done, choreographed, imagination in that set piece. So I thought that was really good. So like I said, Tom Cruise, we got Simon Pegg. He has a little bit bigger role in here, and I thought he did a great job. I love Simon Pegg. I think Simon Pegg, he's that goofy guy, but you take him a little bit seriously. Not really, but you like him in films, and Simon Pegg has always been a likable guy and a likable person when you see him on film. So I thought he did a great job. I love how they brought Ving Rhames back. I think he does. He has some little liners that are pretty good in there. There's one line that's probably a line of the year in 2015 that has to deal with Rebecca's character, Lisa, and Lane. She's working for Lane. Oh my God, she's like, if you're going to kill me yourself. I mean, it was just the delivery, oh my God. Let's go Jeremy Renner real quick. Jeremy Renner did, Jeremy Renner, I'm starting to really, really like some of the stuff he's coming out with. I think, like I said, I liked him in American Hustle. I think Jeremy Renner is really, I said it in my Spotlight video. I'm glad he's starting to get a lot of work. I would love to see a Bourne crossover. I think that would be really great. But let's go back to Rebecca. Oh my God, I fell in love with this character because they made her such a badass. Rebecca Ferguson as Lisa. They made her such a badass, man. She's like a double agent. She's working for Lane, but then she's helping Ethan, and then she has some other backstory. I mean, she was really great. I mean, the action sequences and choreograph they had with her, especially when her and Tom Cruise are working together, they're just so in sync, man. They're like opposites of each other. Like Tom Cruise says, the Syndicate is basically like IMF, I believe, or whatever it is. Their organization. It's basically them. They're like them. That organization is like them. They do what they do. So Rebecca, oh man, God, dude, and she looked good in that dress. I ain't gonna lie. But she was really great in this film. I really did enjoy her. There's one point where she gets into a knife fight, which I thought was a really great choreographed knife fight. I was like, okay, yeah, I can dig this. I like this shit. I thought she did a really great job there. I thought the chemistry with her and Tom Cruise was great. I thought the double agent aspect was great, even though some of the things in this film we see, there's some problems with this film that you can see some things a mile away, like it's kind of a little bit predictable, but the execution of this film is really, really great. The pacing, like I said, it's a little bit long for me, just a little bit long for me, but I thought the editing was great. I thought the pacing was pretty well done. Sometimes it did get a little bit, maybe they could have cut down a little bit of set pieces, but this is a big movie, so I'll forgive it on that. And it was executed really, really well done. Execution. There is one particular scene, though. I was like, am I watching a Furious 7 film? Because I think I'm watching a Furious 7 film. So if you've seen this film, you know what scene I am talking about. It has to do with Tom Cruise and Simon Pegg in a car. So I thought that was a little bit goofy and a little bit CGI, but overall, man, what else can I talk about this film? Alec Baldwin, man, he's such a dick. I don't really like him, but he works in this film as well. The gadgetry that they use in here is pretty awesome, especially at one point Simon Pegg makes a notebook, so to speak. It's pretty awesome. There's some, like I said, the problem I had with it was the villain. Kind of not a cookie cutter villain, but, a villain that's not very menacing and, he's not he's smart, but I guess he's just not memorable. His design's not memorable, the look, his voice is kind of annoying. I thought the villain was just okay. He was fine, but I was kind of hoping for a better villain. I was kind of hoping for opposite Syndicate. You don't get Tom Cruise's double other halves, but you've seen that in films before, like Fast and Furious 6. However, I did kind of wish for a little bit more better of a villains. It was kind of the lack of that. You had one, goon or henchman, so to speak, for Lane, and I thought he was kind of lame. I did that. But overall, the whole story, the plot, it does get kind of, I guess it would get kind of confusing after a while, but I mean, it's pretty easy to follow along what's going on throughout this film. It's just a lot of things going on, so to speak, but I think it worked. I think it definitely worked. I think the execution worked. I think the action set pieces are great. I think the acting is great. I think the overall, from beginning to end, I was really entertained. I never felt bored. There's a few, like I said, stuff that kind of got me was the villains and all that stuff. The Furious 7 scene I was talking about. And, But that's about it. I mean, I really enjoyed the hell out of this movie, guys. I thought it was a great movie. I do highly recommend you watch this. And for a recommendation, I do, if you haven't seen Ghost Protocol yet, Ghost Protocol was actually a really well done film as well. I do believe Brad Bird directed that film, and this is Christopher McQuarrie who did what's it called with Tom Cruise too. Jack Reacher. I think they did Jack Reacher together. I'm not sure. Don't hold me on that. But Jack Reacher was actually a pretty great movie. And if it is the same director, it's a great choice. It's a great choice. It definitely had... You could tell the difference between Brad Bird's film with Christopher McQuarrie's film. The difference in it. Where Brad Bird's more kind of like, you know... I don't want to say superhero. Not superhero, but he's more like, you know, adventurous. Where this one was more a little bit more grounded. It reminded me of a lot of the Daniel Craig's, not Casino Royale. Well, maybe Casino Royale, but his James Bond type of film. It definitely reminded me of a James Bond type film. But really recommend this film. Check it out, guys. Thank you guys for listening. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And please like the video if you like it. And comment below and I'll let you guys know. Let me know everything you guys say. So it's out on theaters. And what can I say? Grab a tick. Grab a seat. Make sure you got some good popcorn to eat. I'll see you at the cinema, guys. See ya.